What is going on, guys? Lildogdog here, and today I'm bringing you another guide, this time for the King's Ransom quest. This is the final quest in the Camelot series, and this quest is how you unlock the court cases, distraction, and diversion, as well as gain access to the Night Waves training ground, which is where you get your 4 new prayers, which are kind of like the best prayers you can get on the regular prayer book. Now, this is a one-to-one quest guide, so you can follow along as I do this. I recommend you pull it up on a second screen or prop your phone up or something so you can follow exactly along as I do this quest. If you've used my videos before and you came back for another, be sure to subscribe. Leave a like, comment, let me know you've seen my videos before and you enjoy them. Leave some tips if there's something you think I could have done better. It's all appreciated. That's enough of my shilling. Let's get into the video. Alright, so there are some requirements for this quest given. It is the final quest in a series. So you need to have completed Holy Grail, which is the prior quest in the Camelot series. And you also need to have completed Murder Mystery and One Small Favor. If you have not completed any of these quests and you're trying to get this quest done, I do have guides available for each of those quests on my channel. Go check them out, get those quests done, and I'll see you back here in about 2 hours. As for the skill requirements, you are going to need 45 magic and 65 defense. These are not boostable stats, so you actually have to have these skills to be able to start the quest and finish the quest. And lastly, for the items you are going to need to be able to complete this quest, you're going to need 1 piece of granite. It can be any size, 500 grams, 2 kilograms, or 5 kilograms. I use the 500 gram just because why not? You're also going to need 1 air rune and 1 law rune for the telekinetic grab spell. So you're going to have to cast telekinetic grab during this quest, so that means you are going to need to be on the standard spellbook. So make sure you're not on the lunar spellbook or anything like that, because you need to be able to cast telekinetic grab. You're going to need the animate rock scroll if it is in your bank. This was from the One Small Favor quest, so make sure you check your bank when you're getting your stuff together. If it's not in there, you're all set. You don't need to bring it with you. You'll get it during the quest. You also need 1 iron chain body and 1 bronze medium helm. There is no combat nor any other recommended items for this quest, so this is all that you're going to need. To start the quest, we're going to want to go just outside the gates of the Sinclair mansion and talk to the Gossip. So talk to Gossip, who can be found walking around. And the Gossip is going to let you in on some juicy tea and let you know that the Sinclairs haven't been around, really. Nor have the Knights of the Round Table in Camelot. And the Gossip thinks there might be some little connection there and asks you to investigate. So accept the quest. Cool, you're doing the quest now. The Gossip is like, you should probably start by talking to the guard. What a great idea. Enter the gate, talk to the guard. The guard, obviously, who just does a terrible job here. You have to do the guard's job this whole time. Murder, and now everybody's missing. He tells you, like, yeah, something probably happened here, but there's, like, a lot of stuff we gotta do, you know? Like, there's paperwork. But if an adventurer were to, like, look into it, I couldn't stop that. So you decide you're the adventurer for that job. So you want to go to the east side of the Sinclair mansion, just by their dog pen. So just run up to the east side of the house. And then there's going to be 2 windows on the east side of the house. You're going to want to investigate the northernmost window on this east wall, and then right-click on it and select Break. Your character is going to break the window, and then climb in, and you'll be put into this room right here. Now you're going to want to run to the main room to the north and pick up the piece of scrap paper on the floor near the fireplace. I was just turning the camera around, getting my bearings here, and then you just basically open these doors and walk into that main room. You can't really see it because I had my camera set to north, but if you turn your camera angle, you can easily see the piece of scrap paper sitting on the ground. Now you're going to want to go west and ascend the stairs to the 2nd floor. Once you're up the stairs, go into the north center room and take the address form, which can be seen sitting on the table. Once you've picked up the address form, read it while it's in your inventory, and you'll see it's a Sears Village change of address. Next, search the bookcase just to your west, and your character is going to find a Black Knight helmet sitting on the bookcase. That's all we need to do inside the mansion. So climb downstairs and exit through the smashed window which you came in from. When you do get to the window, you're going to want to right click on it and select the brake option once again to climb out. Once you're out the window, you're going to want to find the guard and talk to him again. He patrols the passageway here, so he could be near the house or near the gate. Choose the first chat option. I have proof that the Sinclairs have left, and your character is going to show him the change of address form. Shows that their leaving was premeditated. They did not just up and disappear. Once the dialogue ends, you're going to want to talk to the guard once again and follow it up with the first chat option once again. I have proof that links the Sinclairs to Camelot. Now this is going to be that scrap paper you picked up from the fireplace. It said camel on it, which isn't actually about a camel. It's about Camelot. Talk to the guard again for the final time and choose the first chat option. I have proof of foul play. This one is in regard to that Black Knight's helmet that you found sitting on the bookcase. Nothing good ever happens when the Black Knights are around. After all this proof, the guard is like, yeah, something's probably going on. I gotta give it to you, man. Nice. I can't do anything, though. You should go talk to the gossip, try and figure it out. That's not my problem. Obviously, he says more than that, but like that's the gist of it. So once this dialogue ends here, just run back to the south and talk to gossip. And then you're going to want to ask Gossip to tell you about Anna Sinclair. This is the third chat option when presented with the options. And he's going to tell you that she's still being held at the courthouse in Sears Village and that he likes to go talk to her because it's kind of amusing. You're like, all right, we'll go talk to Anna. So the courthouse is directly south of the Sinclair mansion. So you just follow the path all the way down and you'll be in the courthouse. Once you get to the courthouse, open the doors and talk to the clerk who's sitting at his desk on the west wall. The clerk is going to tell you that Anna's trial is coming right up, but that she doesn't have an attorney. So go talk to Anna. You need to walk up next to her cell before attempting to speak with her, or your character will walk around outside. So talk to her, and she's going to be like, my trial's coming up. I didn't kill my father. I don't know what's going on, and nobody will hire me because they think I'm guilty. She's like, I have proof I'm not guilty, but no one will believe me. And I also know how to get into the Camelot Castle, so we can really help each other out here. So she's like, you be my defense attorney and get me off this bogus charge. Free Anna. Hashtag free Anna. And I'll tell you how to get into the Camelot Castle. So after some reluctance and a little bit of proof, you agree to be her counsel because you really don't have a choice. So, first chat option, okay, I guess I don't have much of a choice. I said, even your in-game character knows it. And this is normally when you would prep for your case, but you're using a guide. So, let's get right to it. Climb down those stairs. Choose the first chat option, I'm ready. You might not be ready, but I was ready. And because I was ready, you're ready. You know what I'm saying? The prosecutor is going to introduce himself here. The judge is going to call the court to order, and then you're gonna give your case. After the prosecutor gives his case, of course. Who doesn't know how court proceedings works? Am I right? So the prosecutor is going to give his case against Anna Sinclair, which is basically her fingerprints are on the murder weapon. She had possession of the poison that was used to kill him because it's not just like he was stabbed, he was also poisoned, and that there's threads matching the clothing. So he's presented his case. You now have to give evidence against his case by calling witnesses. The first witness we're going to call is the dog handler, which is option number 2. When the dog handler is called to the stand, you're going to want to click on him. His name's Pierre. Talk to Pierre. He will introduce himself as Pierre, the dog handler. You're going to want to ask him the third chat option to ask about the poison. Now, Pierre, he's totally your pal in this situation because you happen to ask the perfect question to the perfect person. He's like, yeah, a poison salesman came around and every single person bought poison. This poison's like super strong stuff. It would only take like a little bit to kill anybody. So you're like, so anybody who bought the poison, all of them, could have used it because it would just be a little amount. You'd have poison left over. So the jury's like, oh, you got him. So talk to the court judge after that, and then choose the butler as your next witness. The butler will be called, so talk to Hobbs the butler. Choose the first chat option to ask about the dagger. And he's going to say that, well, more than one person had access to the dagger because he had seen other people holding the dagger. So you're like, well, because anybody had access to it, you can't just say that because her fingerprints are on it, she murdered him. Because other people's fingerprints are on it. And the jury's like, woo! And the judge is like, order, order! Got some Judge Judy going on in here. So next, talk to the court judge. And then select the next page and choose the maid, which is the second chat option. The maid's going to pop in. Her name is Mary. Thanks for coming, Mary. Talk to Mary. And then ask about the night of the murder. And Mary, bless her soul, she is like, I didn't actually see Anna there on the night of the murder. I did, however, see a man. I saw a man there. And this is just going great for you because you're given like the best defense ever. Honestly, I don't know how you're doing it. You should be very proud of yourself. So, talk to the court judge once again. And now we're really just going to put the cherry on top of this and choose the first chat option to talk to the handyman. Talk to Donovan, the family handyman. Now, Donovan is going to introduce himself, and you're going to want to ask him about the thread. Donovan, what a guy. He's like, yeah, Anna does wear that color, but so does David, her brother. So really, we have no proof Anna was the one who actually killed their father. It totally could have been David. And you have created enough reasonable doubt for this judge not to convict Anna. So for some reason in this courtroom, when someone's not guilty, they have balloons just like queued up to fall. Doesn't happen in real court, I will tell you that. So exit the courtroom by selecting the gate. You could burst some balloons too if you wanted, but it's not necessary for the quest. Once you get out, you're going to want to talk to Anna. Make sure you walk up to the cell before talking to her. And then she turns back into her crappy person who's just like super bratty and doesn't want to hold up her end of her bargain. But she decides, I guess I'll tell you how to get into the Camelot castle. You got to go to this statue on the east side of the castle and pull its arm, and then a trapdoor opens. So that castle, or that statue is right here to the east of the castle, right where she said it was going to be. So she kind of held up her end of the bargain. She was just rude about it. So you're going to want to exit the courthouse and then run east. And then once you get all the way east of the castle, run north along the outside of the hedge. Once you get up here, you're going to want to search this statue. And your character is going to climb into the castle through the trapdoor. Once you get in the castle, you're going to be caught off guard because David Sinclair and Anna Sinclair both happen to be there and are terrible people, it turns out. Who'd have thought? They're like, yeah, we kind of have all the Knights of the Round Table trapped, and we're kind of working with Morgan Le Fay because she also doesn't like them, and we're taking this castle back for our family. Yeah. And then Morgan Le Fay just like clubs you with her air staff, and for some reason, no matter what you're wearing, it knocks you out. Yeah, we're not the hero. And you get put into prison. Once you're in prison, you're going to want to talk to Merlin. He's our guy. And you basically give Merlin the synopsis of like, what happened? How you got here? You claim it was intentional. We both know it's not. But he's like, all right, what do we do now? So third chat option. What do we do now? He's like, well, we probably get out. That's probably what you want to do. But what do you do when you get out? You got to make a plan. So first, we're going to reclaim Camelot. And he's like, oh yeah, I can do that. I'm not worried about those Sinclair kids. They took away my magic, but once I got it back, we're going to go. Second, what we're going to do is reclaim the Holy Grail. The Holy Grail is what makes the Knights of the Round Table the Knights of the Round Table, right? Like you're nothing without it. So you got to get that back. And Morgan Le Fay definitely has that somewhere. So you got to go get it from her. And the last thing we got to worry about is King Arthur. So the third chat option, save King Arthur. He's like, yeah, King Arthur was turned to stone, but really not that big a deal. I know a guy who can fix that problem. So once the chat option's done, you gotta first focus on how you're getting out of this prison, right? So choose the fourth chat option, never mind. And then immediately on the north wall, you're going to want to click reach on the vent. Now, this is totally out of reach for you, but your character, being the hero that he is like, hey, we can get Merlin through here if we have all the knights stand on each other's shoulders. And then Merlin's out. Well done. Next, you're going to want to walk to the gate of the cell. Just walk up to it. Don't click on it. And then you're going to see this guard out there who's got a mirror and is like fixing up his hair. In your spellbook, you're going to want to go and cast Telekinetic Grab on the guard, and you're going to get a hair clip in your inventory. Now, you can do this multiple times if you drop the hair clip. I recommend you do so. I didn't tell you to bring extra runes, though, so if you don't have them, I apologize. They stack. Hopefully, you didn't just bring one of each. So once you've got your hair clip or clips, you're going to use those on the metal door, and you're going to get this puzzle here, which is to pick the lock. You have to change the height of each tumbler. Those are numbers 1 through 4 under the actual lock. So you click on them, and then you change the height by using the arrows on the right side. You have to find the correct combination. So what I recommend you do is start at 0 and hit try lock, because 0 is an actual option. And then choose 1, 2, 3, and 4 if they were not green, and increase the height by 1 time and try the lock again. If the number is green, do not change it. Just leave it at what it is. So I left 4 at 0 because that was correct. And then I kept increasing 1, 2, and 3 by 1 and trying the lock. So when I went to 3, my locks 1 and 3 were also green now. So 1 and 3 were correct. 2 was just a height of 4, and I was out. Once you're out, you're going to be in Keep Le Fay, and you're going to want to climb to the top floor of the keep. The Knights of the Round Table will be taking care of the guards here for you because they also escaped. And then you're going to want to search the table on the north wall here. Select the purple jar, second from the right, and you found the Holy Grail. Good job. If you click on any of the other ones, you take damage. Probably don't do that. Next, we need to go to Wizard Property in Ardoyne. He's going to help us turn King Arthur, who's currently stone, no longer in stone. So basically bring him back to life. So home teleport to Ardoyne. And then from the Ardoyne lodestone, we're going to run southeast to Wizard Property. Open the door and talk to Wizard Property. And then choose the first chat option to talk about King's Ransom. That looked like a jump cut right there, but that was actually just the game. That's how it worked for me. Kind of strange, right? No edits. Wizard Property is going to be like, how am I supposed to help you get this guy to stone? I guess I teleported somebody in stone before and got them out, so that could kind of work. But you'll need to break the spell with something that, is like really great to him. And you're like, well, Lo and behold, who would have thought I have this Holy Grail here? And Wizard Properties like, that'll work perfect. So I'm just gonna give you this spell, this scroll. If you already had it prior to starting the quest, you don't need it, but you have it. And he's like, yeah, just go figure out where he's at, and then you got it. You'll bring him back to life with this simple scroll. Basically, he's in the Black Knight Fortress. We know that because when we searched that bookshelf, there was a Black Knight helmet. So you're going to want to home teleport to Edgeville. And from the Edgeville lodestone, run west to go up the mountain. And then once you get onto the mountain, you're just going to run north to get to the fortress. Before you go into the fortress, you need to equip that bronze medium helm and the iron chain body, which you were told to bring. If you didn't, I don't know why you're not paying attention. Frustrating. Equip those, and then you can open the portcullis to get into the fortress. Once you're in the fortress, just to the southwest, I mean, it's the southwest corner of the fortress. It's just west of where you're at. Click on the area here to climb down the ladder. You're going to go into a little storage room. Unequip your helm and your chain body, and then you're going to find that King Arthur happens to be in this room turned into stone. Before you talk to him, make sure you unequip those. Click on the statue of King Arthur to free him, and your character is going to cast that spell, and King Arthur will become human once again. Talk to King Arthur. He's like, hey, what a guy. You brought me back to life. Let's go get Camelot back. And you're like, wait, take this bronze medium helmet, this iron chain body, so you can sneak out. And he's like, good idea. Now, he's going to be back at Camelot when you get back to Camelot. So we need to go back to Camelot. How we're going to do that is by home teleporting to Sears Village. And from this lodestone here, just run to the east until you get to the Camelot entrance. Enter the gate, and then run north to actually go into the castle. And then you can talk to King Arthur, who's normally found on like the northeast side of the bottom floor. King Arthur is like, dude, I appreciate what you have done so much. Like, you are the knight of the round table. You should be king. But anyway, here's like 10,000 experience. Quest complete. That's that. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe. Please, I'm begging you, subscribe. Check out my other videos. That'd be cool. Leave a like. That's really cool too. Even comment maybe. Yeah. Thanks.